Alright, y'all, I am back, and today we are going to try and find out the real-life counterpart to the vehicles in Hill Climb Racing 2. This is mostly going to be just finding out what the vehicles most resemble, because we haven't been told if they are based off of anything. Well, not to my knowledge, at least. So we're going to try and find the closest example to them. Some vehicles will be included, like the rally car and the supercar. The supercar maybe most obviously. And some cars will not be included, like the Rotator, because I don't think this is based off anything in real life. And I'm honestly, if it is, I'm not going out of my way to try and find out what on earth that thing could be based off of. But today, you know what, now, let's get into it. Let's see what these are. The first car you get, the Hill Climber. Simple car. It is pretty good for the Kangap, most likely because of its size, which is a factor in finding out its real-life counterpart. But aside from size, it has the glass windshield, and it overall bears a resemblance to the Jeep. I mean, to any Jeep, really. I couldn't put my finger on a Jeep. It's, aside from, like, the Trackhawk or Grand Cherokee, but, like, you get the point. Its real-life counterpart is, in my opinion, because of the size, the glass windshield, and the weird thing in the back of the car, not the antenna pole, but don't even know what that is. It's a 2D image, we wouldn't be able to know 3D. The Power Wheels Jeep Wrangler. I mean, it's got the headlights down, the circular headlights. It's got the front grille, my apologies. It's got the front grille. It has obviously not in this case, but in terms of the game, the glass windshield, and it's got the weird thing in the back, which from a 2D perspective, that in the back would look like a flat line. We wouldn't be able to tell that circular perspective from a 2D image, so I'm just going to assume that's what it is. And it's a Power Wheels. It's tiny, so it's going to be sharing that size. So that's why I assume it is most likely the Power Wheels Jeep Wrangler. Next up, we have the Hill Climber Mark II. This is obviously, it is supposed to be the better Hill Climber. I don't think many people would agree with that. It's got better-ish off-roading capabilities. I haven't upgraded this thing whatsoever. I don't like it personally. But the things to note are it is mainly looks like a two-seater car, looks like an ATV, and that back, it doesn't have a lot in the back of the vehicle, this might come as a surprise to you, but so many ATVs have like a flatbed in the back. I mean, even this one that I'm going to show does. It's just this one is the smallest I could find, but it's also not Polaris, which every single picture was Polaris. But the CF Moto Z-Force, I made a typo, don't know why I kept the typo, but I changed it, and it just never changed with that. It's got the two-seater. It has got the raised roof. It doesn't have the glass, but I don't think we're going to find many vehicles that have that have, at the same time, a two-seater and that flatbed being very small. This thing almost doesn't have a flatbed to begin with. Same here. This thing doesn't. I mean, you could argue it has a flatbed that's just kind of been paved over by the roll cage, but for the purposes of just trying to make this easier on myself, it also has doesn't have that. It also has the wheels raised, and you could see the springs there. With this, for the suspension, you can see them here as well. We cannot see the exhaust on this side, but it might be there. And my best assumption, I mean, there's 1,000 ATVs. I'm not going to go through checking all of them, and mainly they're all Polaris, and you're just going to end up with 1,000 Polaris pictures, so trying to find one that isn't Polaris is difficult. Next up, another really easy one in my opinion, the sports car. This thing, I love the sports car. I mean, I think a lot of people do too. It's very fast for how easily you get it, and it can... I really don't know much past speed. I mean, it seems to have good grip. I didn't play it enough to know. I got the Stalker pretty fast, but it has got pretty good grip in my opinion, and it's really fast, so I like it. The things to note are the circular headlights and the overall kind of muscle car shape. Like, you can kind of see that, like, the second you look at it, it looks like a muscle car. So what I said was the 1968 Ford Mustang convertible. It has the headlights. It is the convertible. It is red. It has that look. Oh, I didn't even notice this. If you look, down, I'm not going to zoom in because it will completely screw up the entire video, but if you look on the side where the door is, how it kind of has that bend into something just in front of the wheel, I don't know what that is. I'm not that much of a car guy. You see, it's there, right there on the sports car in front of the wheel. So yeah, I'm going to assume it also has it has that piece of glass just a little bit past the windshield. Same here. The glass extends a little bit. Same here. And I mean, that thing is a tiny antenna, but I'm not going to count that. I mean, it's definitely has more of an arcadey take in hill climb because of that more wave look to it. But I don't think there's many cars that have a wave look, and it looks too much like a muscle car. I honestly think they just lowered it there to try and make it so you could see the character better. I think that was what they did. Oh, and the door handle looks the same. It's like being far back. I mean, maybe most cars do. How would I know? But yeah. So that's what I assume this is. Next up is the Dune Buggy. The Dune Buggy, everyone likes it. I have 0 upgrades on it. I even have the amplifier. I have a mythic part on it. I just don't use it. The things to note here are the headlights and the one on top of the roll cage and the one in front, and how it dips down a lot, but then when it gets past like the windshield area, it gets a lot more flattened out, which is why I think it is the BMS 1500cc. Don't know why. I don't know why this one auto background removed, because it does kind of ruin the picture. I don't know why that did that, but it did. It has the headlights on the front. Actually, no, I don't think they are headlights, but the things on the front. Same here on top of the roll cage. It's a one-seater, which is mostly what I was looking for here, is it having only one seat, because this thing is obviously very small for the character in game, and it overall has that size. It's not the perfect example, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think out of all of the vehicles, I don't think the Dune Buggy was taken from a car Dune Buggy in real life. I honestly think this one was just what the developers, like, what comes to mind when you think of a Dune Buggy, and this is mainly what would come to mind, in my opinion. Like, that kind of shape to a car. I wouldn't think ATV, but apparently that's what Google thinks. But yeah, so I'm assuming the BMS 1500cc. Next up is the Super Diesel. Super Diesel's great with Kanga. I have Super Diesel not upgraded whatsoever. I wasn't even going to buy it in the first place, but I got the that VIP like Super Track thing, so I got it for free because I just wasn't willing to pay for this. It is the notable things are on top of, in front of the windshield, that kind of raised bit over the headlights. How it's kind of raised up a little bit compared to some other cars which wouldn't have that. And I don't even know, the overall shape of the car. Oh, no, there was another thing. The date. This car was added in, I believe, this car was added in 2017. The Super Diesel was added in 2017. So, what came from 2017 or prior that looks relatively similar? The 2017 Toyota Tacoma. It has that little raised bit above the headlights, if you can see just there. It has the 4 doors. It doesn't have the smaller back door, but I don't know. Nothing even has that little, I don't think unless you mod the car, you're getting that pipe coming out of the back of the vehicle that you see on, like, semi-trucks. You aren't going to get that otherwise. I don't believe so, at least. It also just kind of has that more rectangular appearance to it. I think, again, as with the Dune Buggy, the Super Diesel was just, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think pickup truck? But closest resemblance, not that. Closest resemblance, most likely Toyota Tacoma. And then finally, 6th car, we have the Superbike. Now, I would like to say I put the wheelie boost on it and never took it off on accident, so the wheelie boost I'm not going to factor this in. But the things, actually, no, I got to describe the car quickly. It's fast and it flips over easily, and I don't know past that. I mean, the car, it's obviously does well. It holds some pretty fast records, but I don't like it. I don't. I don't like its flipping ability. But anyway, the main things to note are the lack of an exhaust found on the base car, not including the wheelie boost, but the lack of an exhaust. Oh, there is one at the bottom. Well, the lack of an exhaust in like the center of the car, the overall shape, how the windshield looks, how it's more curved out in the front, and actually that back part, like everywhere where you'd sit. So what I think it is, the Ducati 1199/1299. The windshield maybe not as much, but it has the back. It has the exhaust in the far down part of the vehicle. It has the wheel sticking out. See how the back wheel is very much out of the vehicle while the front wheel is kind of just partially in. Same here. It has the curve in the front. It has, like, you're supposed to, angle down. Actually, it does look a lot better here. I mean, I have the giant head, so I'm not a great example for what it would look like, and it also is red, which this thing is red. I mean, if you look like, they look awfully similar. But that's mostly all I gotta say. Next up will be the next 6 vehicles in the line. I believe Beast will be out, but everything else should be in there, so I just won't include it and do a different 6th one. Hint for that video, the supercar is really easy, and it's one of my favorite cars. Anyway, I'll see you later. Have a good one.